you might hear mixed things about Charlotte traffic because some people say it's terrible, some people say it's not that bad. So what's the actual truth? Well, the truth is that it is getting worse every year. I've seen it, I've felt it. Anybody that's been here the last 3 to 5 years has seen and felt it. And the interesting thing is that there's not really a way to build our way out of it. We keep adding lanes and planning big mega projects, and things might temporarily get a little bit better, but nothing is really helping long term. And Forbes actually ranked us as the second worst commute in America. Now, honestly, I think that's kind of BS because I used to live and work and commute in Atlanta, and that's what terrible traffic actually feels like. Same with LA, Orlando, New York. Charlotte's definitely not that. And this is what I really want you to remember. You don't beat Charlotte traffic, you just gotta avoid it altogether. And from a study by INRIX, the #1 way to do that is just don't commute crosstown, which is kind of obvious. If you want to live in Cornelius, don't work in Ballantyne. If you are working in Mint Hill, don't live in Mount Holly. Pick the right spot to live where you're 15 minutes from uptown or wherever you're actually going into to work. Or if you're working remote, pick an area that has all of the day-to-day activities and amenities that are going to be important to you and your family without having to drive across town. Because there are dozens of pockets around Charlotte where everything you could ever want for your day-to-day are all within 5 to 10 minutes of your house. But back to traffic, the worst traffic of all actually isn't caused by cars, it's caused by what the city never built. So if you take the west side of the lake, Clover, Lake Wiley area, to get across, you basically have one option, and that is Highway 49. Because there's only 4 bridges that connect all of Gaston County to Mecklenburg. 4. And honestly, I have seen and felt and lived this bottleneck more than anybody else because I used to drive it 2 or 3 times a week to go see a girl I was dating down in South Carolina. And it was brutal to try to get across the Catawba. Now, there is a fix that's supposed to solve this, and it's called Catawba Crossings. They've been studying this project and formulating a plan since 2022, but it still isn't funded. And if it ever does get built, we're talking about sometime in the 2030s. And that has been a consistent pattern here where people show up, the bridges and some of the expansion that we need in our infrastructure hasn't. And so the folks here do everything that we can, you know, sometimes that means driving further out and living with some of the traffic to be able to find a home that meets your needs and you can actually afford. But can you even afford one anymore? But Charlotte has so many different areas and neighborhoods and towns to choose from that if you actually land in the right spot, most of the stuff stops being your problem. But if you don't know how to find that place, like many of the people that are trying to move here, you can take my Charlotte Areas quiz. And if you need one-on-one help with that, book a call with me. Links in the description, or you can scan the code on the screen. My name's Lucas Roller, your favorite realtor here in the beautiful Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'll see you in the next one.